Well, people were ODing in there, and so this needle exchange set up an intercom system. So you go in there, and they talk to you every 3 minutes. There's somebody there when you go in the bathroom, and there's, how you doing? And if you don't answer, they have an override. They can go in there and see if you're all right.
Okay.
And they've saved about 5 people over the last year and a half that have OD'd with a Narcan. And people were complaining about that. Well, you are enabling them to go and, well, if the point is to save lives and be healthy,
I think if
we're giving away needles for them to shoot up, we might as well be responsible, at least in our bathroom, and have a clean, safe environment for them to do it.
I think they should close the bathroom and not allow the person to have that space to do it.
Mm-hmm. Or create a separate space. Like the opium dens of the 1910s and 20s.
If stop and frisk was still a thing and we could implement it nationally, we wouldn't have this problem.
No, we wouldn't. Everybody would be searched every day, coming and going.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I just saw
not a bad idea.
I just saw a bad police video. I don't want to go into that.
Was the woman on the bike?
Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely. You don't want to talk about it?
We can. I don't care. Everybody calls me a cop hater. I'm not anti-cop. I'm pro-rights,
No, but that one was ridiculous.
Seemed pretty clearly a violation.
Ridiculous. She was on a bike, and that was it.
Well, she fit a description.
I guess so.
She fit a description of someone who was looking into people's driveways from the street.
Yeah.
Because that's a crime. I didn't know that. And so this officer was out there protecting us from people glancing into our yards.
Yeah, that was good. No, I appreciate that.
And she's like, why are you stopping? He goes, give me some ID. And, well, anyways, he didn't like her attitude because she was questioning why she was stopped. He says, you fit a description of someone we're looking for. That's always the case. So within seconds, he handcuffs her.
Yeah.
Puts it in the car, runs her background, and berates her for not cooperating. To how dare you question his authority? How do I know you're not? Listen, I can stop you and do whatever I want. 99% of the people I deal with, I don't handcuff because they cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
And he searched her bag and everything illegally. And then, of course, there's nothing on her, and he lets her go.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the thing is, he was talking to her in the car, and he said, "You handed me your ID like you wanted to use it like some kind of weapon."
Yeah.
Like she handed it. I mean,
all right. There's video of this, so we know how it was. And it was his
his
video,
just like this, Brian. Isn't that how it was? You think just like this?
Reached out and handed it to him.
I was trying to show people.
Yeah, it's radio. And
what are the cameras then?
Well, that's a different thing. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
That's how Daddy gets his drinking money.
Ah, jeez.
I mean, it was ridiculous. And I don't know if there were repercussions for him, but
my guess is no.
Yeah,
no, there weren't. Are we done with the drugs?
And I don't know if it was in a stop and ID.
So you played that old soundbite today. He came out, Donald Trump, and said, "I am officially declaring a national emergency on the opioid crisis."
And you're going to be happy because they're going to spend more than $57,000.
So my point about this, everyone's, there's only 57. Donald Trump says he's spending money, but look at the evidence. There's only $57,000 in the public health emergency fund. They're going to get the money from somewhere. That's the real crappy part about this.
I think what they didn't say was that's all that was left out of their $100 million budget. I don't know if that's true, but
it's probably true.
Yeah. All right. So you heard JFK at the beginning of the show. Files are going to be released. We mentioned that. We had an author on a long time ago. Jack Duffy.
Wrong one.
He's got a book out that he wrote, 5-6 years ago, and he.
Oh yeah. I remember.
He basically knows that, it wasn't Oswald, and he's got all this evidence that someone else killed him, and I don't know if he thought it was the CIA and the Mafia. That's the standard one. Everybody seems to think it's the Mafia and the CIA. That's all I got. Maybe we should have him on after we...
I just want to reply to a comment that we got real quick. The wall is not probably going to help the drug problem in the U.S., I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because they have drones now, and they just fly the drugs over the wall.
Yeah, I mean, we have ways to get drugs. We'll get them through Canada.
They got drones that can fly people, so they can just charge $2,000 for a drone ride and fly somebody over the wall.
I heard some. I don't remember who it was. It was someone, a talk show host that was almost as popular as we are. I don't remember if it was Rush Limbaugh or who it was, but
it was Bernie Gerard.
But they made a good point that the wall. One of the small reasons for the wall is that it will physically stop people from crossing the border. But actually, the more important and bigger reason is it sends a message that we are a sovereign nation and we do have the right to protect our borders. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, I don't like spending tax money, but that makes a lot of sense to me. That seems like building a wall at a border.
Wait a minute.
That would be the bigger impact than actually physically stopping people. It's the message
it's
that
not
it
going to
sends.
cost you anything. Mexico's going to pay for it.
I pay Mexican taxes.
Oh, yes, I didn't know that. From your drug cartel?
Yeah, well,
wow. The thing about walls, it works both ways, right? It can keep people in.
I want to also, but we can go north. I also want to.
Well, there'll be a wall there eventually.
I also want to respond to another comment that we got. I don't care if Trump said the wall will stop the drug problem. It won't.
Yeah.
Trump's wrong. Even if it's a big wall.
Well, note, super big.
Big wall.
The best wall.
The best.
Because we know that no drugs come in through Canada, through the Canadian border.
Well, we know that. And nobody wants those drugs. They're kind of indifferent.
And no one's going to risk bringing drugs in on the ocean, on the coast.
No. They only bring people in that way. They don't.
No
drugs
by air.
No, for sure, not that.
All it will do is increase the costs, and people will get richer.
So, are they releasing JFK's brain?
No,
with these files.
Bobby Kennedy has JFK's.
Are you sure?
Well, actually, I saw a site.
Seen it?
I saw a site. If you're the first 500 people to sign up on the website, you'll get a piece of his brain.
Okay, that's.
But it's funny how they said you'll get a piece of brain. They didn't say whose.
Oh, all right.
Or what?
Ooh,
So,
that's misleading.
That's
Pig misleading. But oh, sure. Well, pigs are smart. At least as smart as JFK was.
They have similar brains to humans.
Yeah, they do. Similar.
And if you're only getting a
brains.
small piece,
they love spaghetti. I've heard.
Oh yeah, especially rancid spaghetti.
Old spaghetti.
Boy, that's a story, Nate. But I've never heard a pig gag until then. But by God, you can make a pig gag. But it doesn't slow them down.
They keep eating.
Keep eating.
Hey, by the way, thanks for inviting me over to try that bacon.
Oh, it was so good. Bubbles, the pig, the pork chops were just delicious.
All right,
You could cut the pork chops with a fork.
Do you want?
These were all organic, happy pigs. So
Okay,
no,
all right.
no drugs,
I
anything.
think we're done with that.
Good pigs.
What are we talking about now?
Sure. Now you're going to tell me that ham, bacon, pork chops all come from the same animal.
No.
We can go back
talk about
to Michigan.
racism. Oh, sure. Well, yeah. Okay. Which one?
Real quick.
They're both Michigan.
Which one? The
Just do it.
MOC.
Ah.
What? Both Michigan. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of.
Just do it.
All right. So Michigan Open Carry, gun advocacy group in Michigan. FOIA, where they wanted a Freedom of Information request from the Michigan State Police on the breakdown of the money they spend using concealed pistol license. There's a statute that said they're supposed to provide that information, right? Every year they
have to publish it on their website. I think
they publish it
specific.
Yeah. So this is what they do. They say, we brought in $450,000, or $3,500,000 we brought in, and we spent $3,500,000, and that's the report. Right?
It's a report.
It's a report. And so we wanted to know what exactly they spent. How much did they spend on the sergeants and the secretaries, and how much they spent on electronics and whatever it was to spend that amount of money. And so we requested it, and they didn't respond for the first 10 days. Then we asked again, said, hey, you're past the deadline. They said, oh, yeah, all of that information is available online. Here's our website. Now, if you'd like, we can photocopy that page for you for $1.75.
That's clever.
And third request, no, we want a little detailed, as the statute says. No response. Now we're into the fourth time asking. They're 2 months or something past the deadline. So I don't know if the MOC will sue them or not. They sued another municipality.
You're talking about Michigan Opioid. I will say that it's kind of cool watching the process here, but the Freedom of Information Act has a formal process to follow how to appeal either denied or no responses and what constitutes denied. And that all played a role here. Where they didn't respond, then essentially statute says that equals a denied request. And so then you can appeal that by making the request to
but they have to give they can't just say denied. So even if they don't respond and you say that's a denial, they have to justify why they denied you.
I don't know.
Yes, they can. I read the statute.
I don't know.
They have to cite the law that covers why you can deny a request.
Sure, yeah.
And specifically say,
gotcha.
well, it's this statute, section 231, we got whatever.
Yep.
They didn't
but
do
that
that
didn't
either.
happen.
No,
yeah.
no.
So right now,
I think they feel they responded and gave us the information we wanted.
But from what I see, the request now is sitting with Colonel A2, who is that how you say her name?
I don't know, but
yeah,
it was sent to her, but I don't think she ever saw it.
Well, she should. It's sent to her. She's the commander, and she's probably busy right now dealing with all the crap that she's doing, trying to keep her job.
Yeah.
She might want to do her job and respond.
Yeah,
that'd be good. So if you're listening,
she always listens to our show.
I don't know. Whatever
she does. If I were her, I wouldn't.
Speaking of her, let's talk about racism.
Yeah, because that's what she might lose her job over. Sitting and standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. She made a comment on her Facebook page. Black Caucus is
come on. She shared a meme.
Yeah. All right. This is racism. We got 2 or 3 topics we want to touch on. One is Battle Creek, Michigan, the home of Kellogg. Kellogg's is redoing its Corn Pops cereal box after a complaint about the artwork on the back of the box, which shows, and you can Google this, but it shows a cartoon of a bunch of corn pops dressed up like people in a shopping mall doing various activities. Shopping, getting their hair done, going down the escalators, kids running around.
A lot of white privilege stuff.
And all of the corn pops are basically kind of yellowish, light yellowish, like a Simpson.
But if you've ever had corn pops, once in a while you get one that's burned.
Yeah, you get one that's darker. And the dark one happened to be a janitor cleaning the floor. And the Twitter complaint said, "You're teaching kids racism because only that brown corn pops is depicted working as a janitor." And if you look at the box, that's kind of true.
It's true.
The point is, people are saying, "Oh my goodness!" And so Kellogg's removed it, and they changed.
They almost immediately responded and said,
"We're sorry.
We're gonna redo this."
So now that poor guy is out of work. He's being deported because he looks more Hispanic than black, and Pedro's gone. I mean, it's sad. These people, they want to try to do the right thing, but here's this guy just trying to make a living to feed his family.
So seriously, he's the only one working in the picture. I think that's good, isn't it?
It's amazing how you can look at anything in some way or another.
Yeah.
People they want to see racism everywhere.
I doubt the artist that created it was like, "Hey, I need someone. What color should I color the janitor? Everybody else is white." I mean, come on.
Well, I think maybe.
And what's wrong with being a janitor?
Nothing. But it's a stereotype, Nate. All the blacks were always janitors.
Yeah.
And butlers and service people. You know that. And it was racism.
And so if they still have those jobs, are they perpetuating that culture?
Yes. Every black janitor should quit their job right now.
A bunch of Uncle Toms?
But
that's what you're saying?
All the garbage men, all the railroad porters, shoeshine boys.
all of the railroad porters and shoeshine boys. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are. There's 3. And they should just quit their jobs now.
What's interesting is Kellogg, like many big corporations, they have the Kellogg Foundation, which is essentially a charity. They donate money. They donated like $1 million to Black Lives Matter organizations and other socialist organizations.
That's not enough, Nate. That's
what.
Now they'll do another
in the
million.
World. Yeah. Oh well. Well, we're going to take a break.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have I have a trivia question.